Hey everyone, I'm Natalie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you've been here before, I am a mom of 2 toddler boys, and I just share lots of lifestyle things on my channel, cleaning, lots of cleaning motivation, and organizing tips, and everything else in between. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. I am doing part 5 of my vacation series of Down at the Beach. So I started a vacation series, which I wanted to include how I prep my house, clean my house before going on vacation, how I pack, how I unpack when we get to the beach. This is a video of me midweek of being there for a week on how I clean up, tidy up, straighten up, and then I'm also going to be sharing how we pack up and unpack once we get back home. So like I said, today's video, I am just tidying up. We've been here for about 4 days now, 4 or 5 days, and it's just starting to get a little bit messy. Toys are everywhere. It's definitely big on indoor, outdoor living here. Kids are finding a new activity every, 10, 20 minutes. So they're constantly indoors, outdoors, and also it's been raining quite a bit here. So whenever it's not raining, the kids love being outside, riding their bikes, their scooters, just playing outside. So they're actually playing outside right now. It's not raining. It's super humid though. And since Dad's out there with them, I have a little bit of time before dinner, and I just wanted to get this place straightened up. I want to take you guys along with me while I straightened up and hopefully give you guys lots of cleaning motivation along the way. So right now I finished walking through the house. You guys can see it is a very small place, and there's just stuff everywhere. I just don't really on vacation, even at home, take the time really to put things away right away. So now I'm going to take that time to get everything put away, straighten it all up. I do keep these bags, these clear bags on the counter, and that has some of our medications, some chargers that we're just not using every day. So, and then we have I made yogurt cups. So I have those containers and stuff in these clear bags here as well. And that I just kind of keep because there's not a lot of cabinet space. So then it just keeps me organized. I know I need to take this stuff home, and it's just sitting right there. And I feel like it's a little bit more neat than trying to throw it into a stuffed cabinet and not remembering where I put it. So now I'm just going to wipe up the counters. I do wipe them frequently, but since I'm cleaning, I like to just get everything nicely wiped down. Also just prepping the counters for dinner for later. I'm going to be making burgers and zucchini on the grill, and I will be taking you guys along with me while I make those, so stay tuned for that recipe. I just get a pack of ground beef and I season them up myself, so I'll take you guys with me while I make dinner later as well. Once I get all the counters wiped down, I like to then get the dishes done. So while I'm wiping down the counters, I am able to see if there's any other dishes, any forks, knives, plates laid out anywhere. I can throw those in the sink. So then I have collected all the dishes that need to be washed. So that's kind of why I like to do the counters in a way first, just so I can start gathering all the dishes and stuff that need to get cleaned, because there isn't a dishwasher here, so everything is by hand. So I just like gathering everything in one swoop first, so I'm not running back and forth. So all this medication was on the counter next to our fridge there, and I'm just going to get this packed back into the Ziploc bag so it's just nice and organized and I know where it is. And plus the counters get cleared off then. So now, I know where everything is. Counters are cleared off, so it's a win-win. Now that I got the counters cleared off, I'm just finding homes for everything. Toys go in the toy bin, medicine's going back in the Ziploc bag, any of their snacks is going back in their pantry, dishes are done, and I'm just getting that all nice and organized. Now for the dining room table, I'm just going to give this a good wipe down, and I was folding a towel there. It's super humid here. It's been raining quite a bit, so we usually have everything on like a drying rack out on the deck, but because of the humidity, nothing's obviously drying out there, so I have it inside, and we're kind of just hanging things over chairs as well. And we're not going in the water, but the kids, since it's been raining so much, there's so many puddles. So we've been doing lots of puddle jumping. So we need the towels to dry the kids off from that. Being in such a small house on vacation where you don't have all your toys and games and all that stuff with you, it's so awesome, the creativity that you kind of come up with. And I feel like my husband and I, especially because our week's over now, but when we were there, we just had to be so creative because it rained over half our week there. So it was nice. We built forts, we went puddle jumping, we did a walk in the rain as long as it wasn't thundering and lightning. We were on the deck watching the rain for a bit. We watched movies, we played, but yeah, so it's funny how creative. We did a jumping pit where we got all the cushions off the couch and the kids could jump from the side table into the cushions. They absolutely love that. We spent hours on that. And then we also I got them the Stomp Rocket. That thing's awesome. That's 100% a game or a toy that like every kid should have. I got ours from Aldi, I think, had it for like $15, and I think Amazon has it pretty cheap too, $15 to $20. So anyways, that was so fun. We had hours of entertainment with that as well. So anyways, we definitely were creative in how we spent our time in the beach house when it rained. So here's my son's room. Just real quick, I just folded the blanket, got the laundry put back in the laundry bin. Everyone's laundry goes in there. Just reorganized the sheet, not organized, just like refolded and tucked it all in. So that was kind of my son's room there. And this room is my oldest son's and my room. We're kind of sleeping in here. It is so bright down at the beach. And since my mother-in-law is selling the place, I didn't feel like buying any blackout curtains for here, so we just used some thick towels and stuff to hang over the curtain rods. So that's why we have blankets all over these rooms. Not the prettiest looking at all, but at least my son gets another, good hour of sleep with this, because before beginning of June, he was waking up at like 4:35 a.m. and it was a nightmare. So anyways, that's why all the blankets are up. So here I am just folding. We did family photos, so everyone wears jeans and a white shirt. So we just did that earlier this morning. So I'm just going to get this bed cleared off, get these actually packed away into our bag to go home. So because we're not going to wear these anymore. So I'm going to actually get these all folded and packed away. This little counter behind the door here in front of this little TV, we kind of just put all our clothes that we're gonna put on again, either swimsuits or a tank top or whatever. We kind of keep here any clothes that we want to wear again, and then any clothes that are dirty go in the hamper in my other son's room there. That was the laundry basket that I was showing earlier. All our clothes, all our laundry goes in that basket. Again, our place is just too small to have multiple laundries, and it just makes it so much more easy once we get home. I just have one laundry bin or basket. I can bring that right away down to our laundry room and start washing clothes instead of having to bring a suitcase or dig through a pile. It's all in a laundry basket already, ready to go to get washed. Every night, our routine is we always have dinner, then we play with the kids for a bit. Depending what time we eat dinner, we get half an hour to an hour of playtime. And then about 6:30, if we're doing bath that night, we'll go up for bath. And then after that, it's probably like 6:45, we'll get their jammies on and we'll read books to them, and we turn off the lights, we'll sing a song, usually You Are My Sunshine, and then they go to bed. So that's our routine. So in both the rooms you'll see books there because we'll read books to them. They always get 2 books a night, 2 to 3 books a night, and then they go to bed and we'll sing them a song. So that's our routine since my first was an infant. So we've stuck to that, and it's nice. They go again to bed around 7 p.m. We start a routine around 6:30, and they kind of just know it, and for the most part go to bed right away. So my oldest is definitely starting to want to stay up more or not want to go to sleep, but he's overtired, so we definitely run into that as well. The shelving unit that's right here, I ended up starting to collect shoes on here, and it just helps so much to organize and get our shoes out of the way, especially because my kids constantly run in this hallway here. My son is super cute running around with pushing his little buggy. Anyways, sidetrack. That was the little video that I was just showing there. Anyways, so I started collecting shoes here, socks. Socks are constantly all over this house. So I started every day, just whenever I saw a sock, I just put it on the shelf here. And then at the end of the day, I could just throw it in the laundry basket. So, and then I also have the little bag here, and I use that as like a shoe basket for the end of the day or throughout the day, where the kids can just throw their shoes in there, and it just helps with cleanup for me, and it's just easy for them. My 3-year-old can get the shoes on, even my 1-year-old can get his shoes on the shelf, but it's just always easier for them to just throw it in the basket. So, and then I have their helmets on there, so when they want to go ride their bike or their scooter, they know where their helmets are. So that's what our shelving unit right there is. Just nice and convenient for the kids for going in and out of the house for their activities. And I just want to show you, so this is the bag that I was talking about. It's falling apart a little bit, but I use it for going to the beach just because the sand could fall out of this bag. There's just holes there, so I just pack their floaties, swim shoes, some toys, water bottles, sunscreen, towels. So I use that for when it's nice out and we're going to the beach that day. And then when we get back, I'll just empty that bag, and then I'll just put it there for them to collect their shoes at the end of the day. So I get 2 functions out of it, and it's just so nice to be able to clean up at the end of the day and just throw the shoes in there and call it a day. Okay, so this next one, I was hyping this up for quite a while in my other videos. So it's just a bin. I actually got this been when I was in the hospital with my second son. And this is an awesome tip for if you're at the beach, your kids are constantly in and out, dirty feet. Fill a bin up with water and put it at the bottom of your stairs. So then every time that your kids are running in and out of the house and they're tracking sand in or dirt or whatever, you just have this here and they literally just have to step into the bucket and clean off their feet. This trick has helped us out so much with keeping the sand out of our house, especially because the sand is literally right there in the backyard for us. So it just helped us out so much, and it's just such a good little trick to have for when you're at the beach. I finished the kitchen, I finished the bedrooms, just straightening all that up. The shoe area I straightened up, and now I'm just going to get these toys picked up, the couch made, cushions put back on, and just kind of get this back organized. I'm going to just do a quick cleanup of the toys. There's a footrest that opens up, so it's like a little basket to put the toys in. So I'm just going to quickly put those all in there. It's right before dinner, so once the kids come inside, this is all going to be a disaster again. So I'm just going to do a quick pickup. And also I'm going to just straighten up my husband's bed. He is such a trooper and he'll sleep on the couch. And my oldest son and I are in the bedroom. It's a full-size bed, so the three of us just don't fit on there. And the kids are just a little too young to share a room, especially because my oldest wakes up so early, and my youngest will actually sleep in till like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So, and my oldest is up at like 6. So we don't really want them sharing a room because we don't want my youngest one to wake up. So now that everything's straightened up, I'm just going to go through and vacuum and sweep the floors. And then I'm pretty much done tidying up the beach house.
Reaching up, but I can't fly. You said you'd follow me anywhere, but I can't see you. You don't even care. I wanted more than you could give me. You were afraid to see what I see. Thought this was love. I know that it ain't enough. I pray to the stars above. Won't you just hear me?
So I just want to bring this up because I never knew that there was an XL Swiffer. I have the smaller Swiffer at home, but when I came to the beach a couple years ago, there was this big Swiffer, and I had no idea that they came in this size. Anyways, it's awesome. Absolutely love it. If you see some of my videos before, I have the flat mop that you could just throw in the wash. That's pretty much this size, and I absolutely love that flat mop. So I was like really excited when I saw this Swiffer. And at the beach, there's no really washing machine or a dryer. There is, but you have to like go to, it's like almost like a laundromat type place in the community. You don't have one at your house, like at the beach house here. Anyways, so this is just more convenient. So, but yeah, I never knew there was an XL Swiffer. It's so nice that everything's straightened up. Everything has its home. I know where everything is again, and it's just a little bit more organized. I still have to get the towels and everything on the deck. I need to bring that stuff inside, but at least everything in here is straightened up, wiped down, and nice and clean. Now I'm going to start making dinner. So I'm making burgers with zucchini, and I absolutely love these I think it's called Martin or Marty's rolls. I just finally got them. I splurged for the first time, and I love sesame seeds. So if you like sesame seeds, these rolls are definitely worth it. They're so good, especially if you just toast them a little bit on the grill. Perfect. So for the burgers, I just get ground beef, a pack of ground beef, and I will cut it in, so there's 4 pieces. Now that I have the 4 pieces, I will take one of those 4 pieces and I will divide that into 3. And I'll take 1 piece for each of the bigger pieces of meat. And then just to make a bigger patty. So I'll add that onto the bigger piece of meat. I will roll those into a ball then. And then I will form my patty. Now, I just formed the patty by hand. I know you can get tools to make a patty. I just do mine by hand, or I actually have the plates, like the smaller plates at home. On the bottom of the plate, there's like an indent. So I'll actually take 2 smaller plates. I'll put the ball of meat on one, and then I'll take the other plate and push the patty down, and that helps get a nice flat patty. So these plates here don't have that ring underneath, so I just did it by hand this round. For seasoning, I do a little bit of salt, I do pepper, and then I do all seasoned salt. And that is, I'll do it on both sides, and that is all I do for seasoning for my burgers. So I do push in the seasonings on the burger, and I'll just flip those over and we'll season the other side, and they're good to go.
Let me stay with you. Baby, can you just one night? I don't know about your life, but tell me, 'cause we still have time. I can't stop looking at you, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. I think of you every moment. I can't stop looking at you, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. There's nobody else like you. Oh yeah, baby, there's nobody else like you. Oh yeah, there's nobody else like you. Oh yeah.
Now that the burgers are done, they are able to start marinating in their seasoning, aka they just kind of sit there for a little bit. I'm gonna get the cheese and the bun plate ready. So for that, I just have a plate where I cut the cheese on. I'm doing about 3 to 4 slices per burger, and then I will also get the buns out and put on this plate as well for when my husband's ready. He can throw all this stuff on the grill, on the cheese onto the burgers, and have that all ready to go for out on the grill.
Baby, there's nobody else like you. Oh yeah. Let me stay with you. Baby, can you? I don't know about you, but tell me, 'cause we still have. I can't stop looking at you, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. I think of you every moment. I can't stop looking at you, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. There's nobody else like you. Oh yeah, baby, there's nobody else like you. Oh yeah, there's nobody else like you. Oh yeah, baby, there's nobody else like you. Oh yeah, there's nobody else. Baby, there's nobody else. There's nobody else. Baby, there's nobody else.
So for our side tonight, we're gonna have zucchini, and I'm just gonna cut the ends off and then cut them long ways. And I'm going to pretty much season these the same as I did with the burgers. Salt, pepper, all season salt, and then I'm actually going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning as well. And to finish those off, I will add a little bit drizzle of olive oil just so they don't stick to the grill. And definitely don't be like my husband and not use tongs. Use tongs. I have no idea why he's not using tongs for this, but he's just moving those around to make space for the burgers. Zucchini takes about 15 minutes on the grill, and then the burgers anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes on the grill. So once those are all cooked through, you add your cheese quick, add the buns on the grill just to get a little crisp, and there you have it for dinner. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up, and if you guys are new here, I'd really appreciate if you guys subscribe to my channel. I hope you all got some cleaning motivation out of this video, or even some tips and tricks along the way. Stay tuned for part 6. It will be packing up from the beach house. My mother-in-law did sell it, so we have lots and lots of stuff to be packing up and bringing home. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, see ya.